Good day, our topic now is representing real-life situations using exponential functions. So this lesson is about modeling real-life situation using exponential functions. Ano yung mga real-life situation na yun? So yung population growth, population decay, growth of an epidemic, so interest in banks and investments. So yun yung mga problems involving exponential functions. Exponential function. An exponential function with base b is a function of the form f of x is equal to b raised to x, or instead of f of x we can use y. So y is equal to b raised to x, where yung condition niya, restriction natin, b is greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1. So y. Kasi kung b is greater than b, halimbawa hindi ito greater than 0, at sabihin natin b is equal to 0. Therefore, ito yung magiging value niyan. So, 0 raised to x. So, ngayon, ang magiging value lang ng ating y, kahit anong ilagay natin na exponent dito, laging 0 ang sagot natin. So, ganun din naman, kung ang gagamitin natin ay b is equal to 1, so y is equal to 1 raised to x. So, kahit anong ilagay nating value ng x dito, hindi magbabago yung y natin. Kaya, it is not considered as exponential function if our b is not greater than 0, let's say equal 0, at saka yung b natin is equal to 1. So, dapat ay b is greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1 para masatisfy natin yung definition ng exponential function. So, di ba, pag sinabi exponential function, there is a relationship between the x and y value. So, if x value is changed, so the y value also change. So, example number 1, since this is a real life involvement of exponential function. So, suppose that, suppose a culture of 300 bacteria at MJD farm is put into a petri dish and the culture doubles every 10 hours. So, give an exponential model for the situation. How many bacteria will there be after 90 hours? So, magawa tayo dito ng, kung halimbawa, ang time natin, since sanay tayo sa x and y, so yung x na lang yung time, and then dependent yung y natin. So, ito yung bacteria. So, nagdo-double siya every 10 hours. So, kung ang time natin ay 10, ay yung 300 natin na initial, ayan. So, halimbawa, nasa 0 hours pa lang muna tayo. So, 300 po yung bacteria. So, ngayon, pag after 10 hours, magdo-double siya, magiging 600. So, after another 10 hours, so, bali 20 hours na. So, this is 1,200 na. Then, another 10 hours, added by 10 na, di magiging 30. So, ito ay magiging, dodoble na naman siya, magiging 2,400. So, another 10 hours, magiging 40 hours na. Then, this is 4,800 bacteria. And so on, up to, mahit natin yung 90 hours. So, anong magiging sagot natin dito? So, mas maganda kung malaman natin ano yung nagre-represent doon sa problem na to. If the function is f of x, and then, paano gagawin natin? Gawin muna natin yung initial. So, the initial number of bacteria placed into a petri dish. And then, since sabi niya, nagdo-double siya every 10 hours, so, magiging 2, multiply tayo ng 2, do-double natin, raised to 10 10, ano to? So, this is not 10. Gawin nating x. Diba? X. Kasi exponent natin nakadepende kung ilang 10 meron. Okay, so let us check if this is really the model of this problem. So, let's say, if I have 0 muna. So, at 0 hour, so 300 bacteria times 2, and then raised to 0 over 10. So, this is 300, and then 2 raised to 0. And 2 raised to 0 is 1. And then multiplying 301, then I get 300. Yan, tama tayo. So, how about if 10 yung ating time. So, that is 300 times 2 raised to 10 over 10. And then 300 times 2 raised to 1. And 2 raised to 1 is 2. Then this is 600 and this is correct. Subukan natin yung F20. So, let's say 20 hours na. Then we have 300 times 2 raised to 20 over 10. So, magiging 300 times 2 raised to 2. And 300 times 2 raised to 2 is times 4 na. Then 300 times 4 is 1,200. And that is correct. Subukan na lang natin sa 40. Tingnan natin. Kasi mukhang tama naman din yung third natin. So, if we have F40 is equal to 300 times 2 raised to 40 over 10. So, magiging raised to 4 siya. So, 300 times 2 raised to 4. 2 raised to 4 is equal to 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16. And then 300 times 16 is equal to 4,800. So, tama tayo doon. 4,800 is correct. So, dito, pag 90 na, so magiging 90 divided by 10 raised to 9. Okay, burahin natin dito para mas maintindihan. Yan. So, subukan natin ng F90 is equal to 300 and then times 2 raised to x, where x is equal to 90 divided by 10. So, 300 times 2, and then this is raised to 9. 90 divided by 10 is 9. So, 2 raised to 9 is equal to 512. So, meaning, 300 is constant, and this is 512. And then, times 300. Tingnan natin. So, this is 153. So, 153,600. So, magiging sagot natin dito ay 153,600 bacteria na after 90 hours. This is how fast the bacteria is multiplying, di ba? So, after 90 hours, nandito na siya sa ganitong population, 153,600. Okay, ito naman yung ating another example. This is example number 2. So, a certain radioactive substance decays half of itself every 5 days. Ayan. So, ito naman kabaliktaran. Kung kanina nagdodoble, ito naman hahati. Nahahati yung radioactive substance. So, every 5 days. So, initially, there are 50 grams. Ito yung ginagamit ng mga scientist, kung paano nila nalalaman kung kailan mauubos yung radioactive substance. So, determine the amount of substance left after 30 days. So, ito ay 5 days. Every 5 days nahahati yung ating radioactive substance. So, and give an exponential model for the amount of the remaining substance. Okay, so tingnan muna ulit natin. The time is x and y is the amount of substance. So, every 5 days, okay, so sa 0 day, wala pang mababawas. Buo pa yung 50 grams. Pero after 5 days, mahati na lang siya. Okay, and then after 10 days, another 5 days, mahati na naman siya. And then, after 5 days again, so 15 days na yon, mahati na naman yung 12.5. So, 12.5 divided by 2, 6.25 na lang. After 5 more days, so 20 days na. So, yung 6.25 mahati na naman sa dalawa. So, magiging 3.125 na lang. So, since 30 days lang naman to, pwede na nating idiretso. So, 25, mahahati na naman yung 3.125. So, meron na lang tayong 1.5625 grams. Then, after 5 more days, 30 days na, so, mahahati na naman sa dalawa. And, eto na lang, konti na lang yung amount ng radioactive substance. So, 0.788125 grams na lang, or gram. So, ano yung model niya? So, kung kanina, we have f of x, diba? Tapos, ang initial natin dito ay 50, ito yung constant natin. Since nahahati siya sa gitna, nahahati sa dalawa, or nagiging kalahati siya, so we will use 1/2. And then, ano yung ating exponent? Ang exponent natin yung x natin. Ayan, ito yung magiging exponent natin. And then, divided by, since yung 5, every 5 days, kaya divided by 5 yung ating model. So, ito yung nagpapakita, ito yung model ng problem na yan. So, subukan na lang natin sa dalawang value. Let's say, F20 kung tama. So, 50, and then 1/2, and then 20 divided by 5. Magiging 4 yun, di ba? So, 50, and then 1/2, and then raised to 4. And then 1/2 raised to 4. Ang 1/2 raised to 4 is equal to 1/16. So, 50 times 1/16. Anong sagot natin pag multiply sa 50? So, the answer is 3 and 1/8 or 3.125. 3.125 grams. So, tama ba ito? Sa 20. Okay, tama. Since ang tanong naman dito ay determine the amount of substance after 30 days. So, yun na ang sunod natin gamiting value. So, F30, since we already have our model, so F30 is equal to 50 times 1/2 raised to 30/5, which is magiging raised to 6. So, 50, then 1/2 raised to 6. And then yung 1/2 raised to 6, tingnan natin, 1/2 raised to 6 is equal to 1/64. Yan. So, 50, and then times 1/64. Ang magiging sagot na natin is 25/32 or 0.78125, and that is correct. So, this is the model of this function. Next problem, Aling Dionesia deposits 10,000 pesos in BDO that pays 3%, so 3% compound interest annually. So, define an exponential model for this situation. How much money will she have after 11 years without withdrawal? Okay, since this is compound interest, ayan, this is compound interest, meaning yung magiging pattern ng ating formula, halimbawa, ito muna siya. So, the amount, Since ito ay how much money will she have after 11 years. The amount is equal to 1 plus, or P muna, the principal, the initial amount, times 1 plus the rate, then raised to time. Since it is compounded annually naman. So, hindi natin kinakailangan ng denominator dito at saka ng factor dito sa taas. Okay, so magiging paano natin i-substitute? So, A is equal to P, di ba? P is the principal. Ayun ang principal natin. And then, this is 1 plus R. Yung R natin is the rate. And the time is yung how many years. So, how many years? So, it is 11 years without withdrawal dito. Dire-diretso lang. So, mag-accumulate yung pera ni Aling Dionisia. Kasi yung interest niya madadagdag as principal ulit. Therefore, yung amount natin, so ito na yung model natin dito. Exponential function ito. And then A is equal to P. So, ilagay na natin. So, 10,000 and then times 1 plus R converted into decimal. Yung 3% ay 0.03 and yung year natin is 11. Then, paano natin malalaman? Sa 10,000, magkano yung pera niya? So, mag-i-increase yun, di ba? Mag-expect natin, tataas sa 10,000 ang sagot natin. Then, if we add 1 plus 0.03, 1.03 siya, raised to 11. And then, applying PEMDAS, 1.03 raised to 11 is equal to 1.38 something. So, 10,000 times 1.38 233,871. So, and then if we multiply it by 10,000, so it gives 13,000. So, ito na yung amount niya. So, 13,842.30, round na natin into up to 2 decimal places. So, since this is peso, so ilalagay nyo na lang doon. So, the amount is will be 13,842 pesos point how much money will she have after 11 years? So, after 11 years of without withdrawal in compound interest scheme, so Aling Dionisia will have 13,842.34 pesos in her account. Okay, again, salamat sa inyong panonood at pakikinig. Ang next topic natin ay distinguishing exponential functions, equation, and inequalities. So again, God bless everyone.